All right. Good morning, StreamYard and YouTube fans. This is Philip Reynolds. This, my friends, is one of my favorite times of the year. It's fantasy football draft day here, and I'm at as you can tell, I'm not in my home. I'm at my sister's, and you can tell by the door because I don't have a door like that. But today I'm getting ready for draft, which is at 2 o'clock. And I draft, believe it or not, I draft second. So I already know who I want. And usually what I do is I come up with a plan. I have an A plan and a B plan. And I pretty much try to stick close to this as much as possible. Um, five, five running backs, five wide receivers, two tight ends, two quarterbacks, two defenses, and two kickers. Um, and I've because I've done this enough a lot. What I do is I come up with like two or three game plans. It's different depending on whether I'm drafting first, second, or middle, or 7, 8, 9, 10 type thing. There's 10 teams in our league, and the plan is different year to year because I never know where until just about draft day where I am picking. Um, and this year I'm towards the beginning, so it depends on the first person who they pick. I already know that if um, they pick one person, the one person I want, I will pick the pretty much the number one running back. And my who I want to get is Ezekiel Elliott with my first pick, and he's like ranked number 4 or 5, I think, as far as running backs go. Um, this is something I've done since the 80s, and the very first time I did a fantasy football draft, it wasn't had no computers. It was actually uh, Big Apple Sports, and you actually had to do something like this where you wrote down what positions you wanted and the names. You actually had to write the names of the players you wanted. And I picked Stan Humphries as my quarterback that year, and he did like a Drew Brees and got injured in week 2 or 3, and I was um, stuck with quarterback problems all season. And uh, if somebody hadn't helped me, I wouldn't have won as many games as I did, and I only won 3 games that year. And yeah, it's the worst I've ever done in fantasy football. And I've actually won 2 championships, one through Yahoo and one through the league that I'm in. Unfortunately, it's not counted because we didn't keep uh, we didn't keep league history until the year after I won. So I technically still haven't won uh, a fantasy football championship, but uh, it's something I like to do. I've been doing it for years. I enjoy it. I used to be that I would look for players in that and try to get the certain players that I wanted, but anymore, it's what I've found out the best thing to do is to come up with a plan as far as positions and not necessarily certain players. And I come up with one, two, 2 or 3 plans, and I might deviate a little bit here and there when I draft, and there's 18 rounds, and it's fun, it's exciting, and then you play a schedule out, and you play the people in your division twice and people in the other division once, and they're the last like 3 weeks are playoffs, and if you're good enough, you get to the Super Bowl and have a chance to win. If not, it's see you next year type of thing. And we have payouts for winners, second place, um, best record, uh, and most total points for the season. So the winner can win a good chunk because they're going to wind up having, uh, be Super Bowl champ, maybe best record, and maybe best in total points, but that isn't always the case. The person with the most points doesn't always come out and become Super Bowl champ. It just happens that way. But that's kind of what I'm doing today. A little rundown of what I'm doing today, and after the Super Bowl championship here today, after the NFL draft today, I'll probably go home and I'll probably play the strat game. I'll probably come home and do a strat game or the strat game that I wanted to. So you all have a good day and take care.